So what do you think about this? Is this the future, or is this the future? Well, guess what? Yes. The future is here, and it's in our hands. We got hands-on with Apple's latest and greatest iPhone 17 lineup, and let me tell you, these phones are not just an iterative upgrade. They're the biggest leap for the iPhone in years. And if you thought the leaks and rumors were impressive, wait till you see what Apple has actually done. Alright, let's start with the iPhone 17 and 17 Plus, because even though they may be last year's design, don't let that fool you. These phones are anything but ordinary. First off, Dynamic Island is now on all iPhones, and let me tell you, it's not just a gimmick. It's a full-on productivity and multitasking beast. Not only does it make your media controls way easier and more intuitive, but it also acts as a mini computer, letting you control apps like Maps, Clock, and even third-party apps like Uber and OpenAI's ChatGPT, all without ever leaving the island. But that's not all. This is where things get really cool. You can actually have multiple activities running in the island at once. For example, you could be playing music, have a timer going, and even get directions all at the same time. Each one of these activities is represented by its own little icon in the island, which makes it super easy to keep track of what's going on. But what's even cooler is how the island reacts when you get notifications. It kind of fades into the background and then pops back up when you're done with it. It's like having a personal assistant right there on your screen. Okay, let's talk about the camera, because it's not last year's camera. Even though the hardware looks the same, Apple has added some new features that will make you say, wow. One of them is the new 2x telephoto lens, which basically allows you to zoom in twice as much as before. But here's the kicker. It doesn't just give you a digital zoom. It uses the main camera sensor to give you a lossless zoom. So you get all the benefits of a dedicated telephoto lens without having to carry around a separate camera. Then there's the cinematic mode, which is now in 4K. So your videos will look even more cinematic than before. But wait, there's more. You can now record cinematic mode videos in 30 frames per second. So now you have the option to choose between 30 FPS or 24 FPS. And here's a pro tip. Try recording your next cinematic mode video in 30 FPS. Trust me, it will look amazing. And let's not forget about the new night mode. It's not exactly a new feature, but it's still worth mentioning because it's just so freaking awesome. Basically, it lets you take incredible low-light photos that are sharp and detailed. No more blurry, grainy photos in the dark. Okay, now let's talk about the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, because these phones are on a whole nother level. First off, let's talk about the design. The edges are now 30% less sharp and the frame is made out of titanium, which is not only a first for Apple, but also makes these phones the lightest and strongest iPhones ever. But don't worry, they still have that premium feel in the hand thanks to the new satin finish on the back. Then there's the screen. Oh my god, the screen. It's brighter than ever before. Like seriously, this is the brightest display Apple has ever put on an iPhone. It can go up to 2000 nits sustained and 3000 nits peak. That means that no matter how bright the sun is, you will always be able to see your screen. And let's not forget about the new action button, which replaces the mute switch. You can program it to do pretty much whatever you want. Like for example, you can set it to launch the camera app or the flashlight or even trigger a shortcut. But here's my favorite part. You can actually customize the button to do different things depending on how many times you press it. For example, one press could launch the camera while 2 presses could turn on the flashlight. It's really cool. Oh, and did I mention that the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max also have USB-C? Yeah, it's about time, right? But seriously, this is a big deal. Because now you can charge your iPhone faster than ever before, and you can also use way more accessories because it's all USB-C. Alright, those are just some of the things that we learned from the iPhone 17 hands-on. There's so much more to talk about, like the new A17 Pro chip, which is Apple's first 3nm chip, and it's super efficient and powerful. But you know what? We'll save that for the full review. Make sure to stay tuned so you don't miss it. And if you want to learn more about the iPhone 17, check out the links in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.